Mavs the owner, Kyrie Irving. What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 43 of the Berg experience.
What's going on, guys? Coming at you, new pod.
We're back.
Best is gone 1 week, and everything happens in the NBA
everything
universe.
crazy. I go on vacation for 1 week, and then everything happens. Everything crazy happens. Before we start, just want to shout out all the social medias:
Yes,
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I don't know if we're shouting out to Twitch anymore. I don't know. I think we're maybe changing platforms because I don't know if you guys noticed, but Twitch is kind of
being fucking weird.
The downfall of Twitch. So we might have to.
And if we do plan on getting big and making a bunch of money,
yeah, for sure.
Don't. I mean,
don't want to be slighted.
We're kind of capped at Twitch.
Exactly. So I think just moving forward, probably YouTube for the time being, unless Kick, whoever everybody out there offers us a deal. I've been seeing a lot of big deals happening.
I'm looking for a ninja type deal.
Yeah.
When you went to that one thing that no one watched and also isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah, but he got a mega bag for it.
Well, yeah, that's all that matters for him.
And then XQC got a 2-year $100 million, I think. So that was more than LeBron James got for an NBA contract. So honestly, I would take a smaller deal to them, small deals.
I'm looking for a Toby Harris kind of deal.
Yeah, Toby Harris. Yeah.
There's just nothing in the Twitch.
In the Twitch world. Yeah, but check us out there. We're gonna try to be more consistent on all of the social medias. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Just in general, we're gonna try to be more active.
And keep an eye out for another video that's going to come out this week. We're going to be... I know last pod we said it was going to be a draft episode. But Bass and I are very bad at researching what we need to in a timely manner. Yeah. So we're going to record that tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to... Yeah.
And that will hopefully be out the day before...
The actual draft this Thursday. That is the plan to get it out before. So keep a lookout for a little Berg draft overview.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll go too crazy in depth, but just a couple sleepers, a couple of our top guys, and
if there's any trades we're thinking about.
any trades that are plausible, because I know Portland's shopping their pick. I know the Hornets were they want Brandon Ingram, so it's not. I don't know. We'll get more into that in that video, but just keep a lookout for that for sure.
But guys, it is the end of the 2022-2023 NBA season.
Yes, sir.
The Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets first chip.
Yep. 5-game series against the Heat. Won it at home in Denver. Jokic, the best player in the world.
Jokic.
Won his chip.
He's that man. Shout out, bro.
The second best player in the world, Ish Smith.
Has also got a ring.
His
Love
chip.
to see it.
Third best player, Jeff Green.
Has
won his chip.
Jeff Green.
And
somehow DeAndre Jordan.
Yes, I completely forgot about DeAndre.
Got a ring.
Before Chris Paul or Blake
Griffin. Very funny. Very funny to think about. All those players, not ideal. But it's funny that DJ is the first guy to get it.
Yeah. DeAndre Jordan won a chip before Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he did. Didn't really think about it like that, but that hurts. But we can't. There's not much to really say about that. But I do want to congratulate Michael Malone for coaching his ass off.
Jokic having one of the best postseason runs that's ever been had.
Yeah, for sure.
And shout out the sports media for not caring.
Yeah, no, they literally, they did not care. Literally, after the Lakers got swept, it was LeBron's retiring. Not they just got swept and the Nuggets are good. And
there's basketball being played in Denver, but also LeBron has a Taco Bell ad coming out.
Oh yeah, he's Taco Tuesday. Oh my God, shut up, Bron, shut up, dude. But I do think it's a little silly. The Nuggets do seem quite obsessed with the Lakers. So a lot of things of them talking about them at the championship ring.
Yeah, Mike Malone was
really distant on it, which understandable, but you just want to chip, Michael.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think
it's funny.
I did think it was quite funny, but I feel like at the end of the day, like, have your fun for sure, but I feel you should be enjoying the championship that you just won. But obviously, it's always fun to shit on the Lakers because Lakers
it's probably
fans
bigger
are
than
horrible.
the Lakers. It's probably just a general to
probably
all
just
the
a media.
doubters and haters.
It's probably
and all
just a
this
fuck
shit.
you to media, because they didn't care
No.
until the Nuggets. And then obviously now it seems like it, but it seems like they're just kind of forced to.
Yeah, it's like
They don't
the
really
champions. Yeah.
We
have to talk about that.
Alright, talk about Jamal. Whoa, and Aaron. Whoa, this the best team in basketball. I guess we have to talk about them.
One of the things that just was really weird to me. I was on Instagram just looking through the photos because NBA always posts really fun photos for the championship and everything. And on Instagram where it shows you one or two comments below the photo.
the key.
And one of them was bro, you guys have posted so many pictures of the Nuggets. You guys have posted too much on the official NBA Instagram account when a team has won the main title in the NBA.
And it's their first of their whole what?
And they were just bro, y'all posting way too much.
We get it. They're
basically
bro, they just won the championship. Obviously, they're gonna get media attention.
Yeah,
but just because they don't play a certain brand of basketball and I don't know, Jokic doesn't love social media. People are like, well, I really don't like the Nuggets, honestly.
So weird.
They're so boring. And I thought it was funny, people were saying, oh, this is going to be, the most unwatched finals. And it was, the most watched finals in the past, 5 years.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Not really sure where's that coming from. And people saying, oh, yeah, Nuggets fans, they don't really care about... Did you not see the championship parade? How packed it was?
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then I saw, a collage of, when any Denver team was doing well or whatever, they won a championship, how packed out it was. And people were just they just don't have fans. People just don't care about Denver sports. And then there was a collage of all, their championship parades. And it was insane. The show out was crazy. And then people would just be like... Oh, yeah, no, they have literally no fan base.
Fuck Denver. I fucking hate Denver.
I understand they're not a big, whatever, media market, but they're still a good... They just won the fucking championship. They're still a very good, amazing... The best team in basketball right now. I don't understand the disconnect. Well, I guess I do understand the disconnect. I don't understand the disrespect they're getting because they don't deserve it. They just Jokic just had, for me, obviously you guys know I'm an Embiid fan. Always tried to hold on to the thought that Embiid, he's slightly better defense, he's better. And the only thing for Jokic was you got the MVP, he's great, obviously great player. Playoff success isn't there. Obviously you know how Embiid's season ended, and you could see how Jokic's season ended. I was on the fence before, but now it's fully concrete. Obviously, Jokic is the best big. I mean, I feel like I kind of already knew that. Just didn't really want to fully admit it because Embiid's my guy. But another second round out and him not looking like he gave any type of effort. So it's okay. Obviously, it's Jokic, but I still see very delusional Sixers fans on Twitter. And it kind of hurts me because I see people talk about Sixers fans. I'm like, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those delusional ass that think, Embiid's still...
Yeah, we can still love our team, but still know...
Gotta be realistic
deep down that... I mean, if you listen to the pod, if you've been listening for a while, you know our deep love for Joel, and we've been tooting his horn forever. Mm-hmm. But... now that he's won his MVP,
he needs to do.
And now that Jokic has won his finals,
he needs to catch up. He needs to fucking make it past the second round. That's what has to happen.
We know. Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, that the whole thing Jamal Murray brought it up in his presser about the picture of Jokic running for the MVP, and he keeps, and that's literally where we're at again.
Yeah.
That is where we're at again. And I kind of love that Jamal was sauced enough to bring that up. And I saw people he's shitting on Joel Embiid, and it's but not really, no, because Jokic literally just did. He literally just did what was in that graphic. I know it's a stupid meme, whatever, but he still did what was in the graphic. And if you watch the clip, it's not like Jamal was like, yeah, Joel Embiid's a shit player.
fuck
He was just
Joel.
like, oh, Jokic did what he set out to do, and he won a chip.
Mm-hmm.
He was just giving praise to his teammate.
Yeah.
That's all.
Not that
Obviously,
deep.
meeting people, I can't
Does Jamal Murray want to kill Joel
Yeah, I
Embiid?
can't believe he really said that. He outed. Oh, he wants to kill Embiid's whole family. He wants to kill what's Embiid's son's name?
Arthur.
I was gonna say Arthur. I want Arthur dead. It's like, what? It's not. He didn't say that. Like, chill out, guys. Chill. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, but again, congrats to a great season and a very deserving winner.
And even better postseason. They played amazing. They really played amazing. I think. I mean, we've known this as NBA fans, but going through the West, Nuggets are obviously. They've shown that they're the top dogs. And people can say whatever you want about the Lakers, whatever the fuck, whatever, but the Nuggets are here now, and they just won, and their core is still relatively young.
It's going to be around for a while.
It's going to be around for a minute, so don't see... You're going to have to
too
go...
much changing next year.
You're going to have to go through... I think, obviously, the West runs through the Nuggets at this point, because they've
100%.
showed that they can... I mean, the fact that they swept the fucking Lakers is insane to me, and obviously that doesn't get talked about enough, because... The Lakers are the media's love child, and they can do no wrong. But look out, cool. I love LeBron, but not to that extent. Like, bro, it was I kind of hated that he was like, yeah, I actually might retire. I know I just got
so
swept,
stupid.
but I might retire. And I saw Michael Malone say it about, I think I might retire. I like that he said that because like that's just stupid to take away from.
Yeah,
you lost, Bron. Just say you lost, not.
Just at least wait until the season's over. Just like.
But he knew
real
that the
shitty.
media would be like, oh. Or then, the whole Kyrie Irving, people, the finals were happening, and they were like, oh, but Kyrie Irving wants to go with Bron.
You come to Dallas.
It's like, what? Then I'm seeing edits of Draymond and Bron all on the Mavs, and I'm like, there's NBA Finals on
Finals are on right now, right?
But one thing I want to lead off on, I was in Florida. If you guys didn't know, but I was in Florida when the Heat were in the finals, and I was at a local bar, shout out Flanagan's, when they lost Game 5, and it was just funny to see. There are these two old dudes that every time something bad, throw their arms up, what the hell, But it was just funny to see all the Heat fans just be sad, and I mean, obviously it's cool that you made it there, but whatever. And then there was a girl across the bar that was like, well, I'm a Sixers fan, so I really don't give a fuck, and I was like, shout out you.
If you find this pod,
if you find
hit up Baz.
random girl that was in Flanagan's that I guess is, I don't know if she was from there, but she likes Philly sports, so
hit Baz up.
don't hit me up. But shout out you. I just thought it was funny. Just a little funny story that we were.
Pod shout out, and you're like, no, don't hit me up.
Well, she had a man with her. I just thought it was a funny story that I was down in Florida, and then there's another Sixers fan. John's giving me a weird look right now, but you guys couldn't decipher. I really don't think that's too crazy of a...
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's good, Baz.
Yep. I shouted her out every time I said the story to people, because it's just part of my story, but...
But Baz, you were bringing up how the West goes through the Nuggets. You know what team is 100% not going to go through? The Suns.
Not the fucking Suns.
Especially after this big deal.
Breaking.
This real deal Bradley Beal deal.
Yeah, real spiel. Washington Wizards are setting 3-time All-Star Bradley Beal, real deal Beal, for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and a handful of second-round picks.
I think there were some pick swaps or something.
Yeah, this is just the first Shams tweet I can see.
I just saw him some Instagram posts about the trade.
Like the exact whatever.
I give both sides of this trade D. Just trade his ass. Just trade his ass. Wizards locked themselves in a shit contract with Beal, so it didn't even allow them to get any value for what Beal is. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm still happy for it. Okay, Wizards maybe a C-, because they got out of the contract.
They got the mega bag
but
that is Bradley
it was
Beal.
their fault that they were in the mega bag to begin with.
Never had to offer them that, but they decided to.
Yes. So thankfully that they're out of that. If you're a Wizards fan, you don't like the return.
No,
at all.
Obviously. You trade your multiple time All-Star for
some scraps and second
some
rounders.
Old dude Len Shamit, and then some nothing essentially.
Shamit.
Shamit with the bucket.
If you're the Suns, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm gonna be the adverse side when John's done giving his real deal Beal spiel.
There is. You're gonna have to spend no money in free agency because everyone's getting vet mins. There's gonna be no bench.
Who's not gonna want to play with that team though, John?
A lot of people.
All right.
I don't know. I just
saw a picture of Kyle Kuzma with Kevin Durant. So
no way. There's no way Kyle Kuzma's on that team.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised if little Kuzma signs a vet min at his early age of 27, 28, or however old Kuz is.
The only way the Suns get any depth out of this is if Ayton's traded. If you trade Ayton, get a solid little bit of depth.
I don't even know what the return is on him. That's a whole nother
You'll
topic.
Probably get more than one player for Ayton, so
yeah,
that's kind of all you need.
I would think so, yeah. As long as you get more than a player back, you get some type of depth.
2 players and a pick. You need.
I would hope more, but I don't know what...
Who's
people
going for Ayton for how much. But then there's money off the books and then it happens. But as we're looking at it right now, the Suns have 3 superstars, Ayton and Campaign.
That's it. That's the 5 guys they have.
It's not a good look for anyone involved in this trade. And it's kind of gross.
Okay.
It's a gross trade. So
the framework.
Tell me.
I'm gonna start off on the Suns side. If you look up, they gave up 2 players and some second round picks for an all-star caliber. I wouldn't call him a superstar. You called him a superstar. I'm not calling Bradley Beal a superstar. I can't call him a superstar. He's a high-level all-star. No, there's only 2 superstars on that team. But in the Suns' case, it's why wouldn't you go get a star player if you can? Because that's what they did for Kevin Durant. So obviously that's how their mind works. So okay, I give up old Chris Paul that was asked for us, Landry Shamet that's Landry Shamet, and then a couple picks to get another great player. I can see it for the Suns, but then what gets me is the depth. And like John just said, they have 5 players under contract. You need, what's the minimum amount? 14?
I think it's 13 or
14, but you still need bodies.
A lot more players than 5.
You need a lot more bodies than 5. But obviously I slate the Suns because depth, but I can see where they're coming from. I can see if you can get Bradley Beal for what they got him for, I'm not too mad.
Where's the defense on this team? Where's the facilitating on this team?
It's non-existent. But we talked about it earlier. Everybody's going to have about 4 or 5 assists because they're just going to be passing the ball. The spacing's going to be great.
Yeah.
But for the Wizards, it's also not the best because you don't. It's good because, like John said, they get all that money off the books. So I give them a W in that sense.
In a long-term sense.
Yeah, long-term sense. They don't have to pay him that mega bag that was giving him like $60 million when he was older. But obviously they're in rebuild mode. But what pick? Do they have a pick in this draft?
I don't know.
And if they do, I don't know if it's crazy. I don't even know if they have a pick in this draft. But for me, it's the Wizards, where do you go now? Because they were always kind of a fringe playoff team.
The solid pick is at 8.
They have 8. Okay, they have the 8th pick, so they can actually get somebody pretty decent there. Okay. But it's what is their young core?
Denji Avdija.
Yeah, Denny Adia, he's cool.
Corey Kisper.
He can shoot, I think.
Daniel Gafford.
Gafford's he's a serviceable big.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, Johnny Davis. Yeah.
No, Jokic.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, but I just don't know.
Do you guys know that?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew the Finals MVP got drafted in the 2nd round during a Taco Bell ad.
That's crazy.
I think it was a beefy cheesy burrito or a 5-layer burrito. I think it was something like that. John's pulling up the Wizards.
What's this team even look like?
What's the roster? I can see it for the Suns because you're getting a star player. I don't. It's just weird because it's you don't have a bench. You don't have anything. So it on paper it looks cool, but then again, basketball's a team sport. So you could have. Now I'm not saying injuries are going to happen, but like, I mean, Kevin Durant. I don't know. There's a high chance that he might get hurt off, and he's getting older as well. So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised. Taj Gibson's on that team. Well, shout out Taj Gibson, but I don't know. I think the Suns, it's not horrible. I give them like a C- because at the end of the day, they still got Bradley Beal. Great player. But obviously, the questions were depth when they traded for Kevin Durant. So I just want to see how they... Maybe it'll change if they get Kyle Kuzma on a vet minimum and everybody just comes to the team because they're like, oh, wow, this is another
free
super
ring.
team. Essentially, that's what I think that's what they're really hoping for. Is people are just going to be like, oh, okay, free ring. I'm going to go play with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Like, oh, sounds easy enough. I just play my role and we win a ring. It sounds easy, but obviously a lot more moving parts
in practice,
than that. Yeah.
Who knows?
And then with the Wizards, I'd probably give them like the same score, honestly. Just both a C-.
You're looking for more of a return.
For sure. But I can't hate because they got the massive bag off. They don't have to worry about paying him $60 million deep down the road. And maybe they do something with those second-round picks.
Yeah, package in that Kristaps for a higher pick.
Yeah, something. Yeah, maybe you wanna jump up in the draft, talk to the Blazers or something.
Yeah, Kristaps, a couple second-rounders.
Yeah, for Dame will like that. He wants to grind in Portland. He doesn't want to leave, so
he'll grind in Washington.
Yeah, sure. He'll have the same success.
Yep.
He had Dame to a. Yeah, the team's not looking good.
No.
Not looking good.
Unless you're a big fan of Xavier Cooks, Isaiah Todd.
I forgot Kendrick Nunn.
Monty Morris.
Yeah. We don't even know if these guys are like
DeLon
under contract. I like DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright's cool. He's a good backup PG.
He's all right.
I like him. I think he's like 6'5" too. So he's a big guard. Yeah. I'm not gonna acknowledge John's shitty right joke.
He is 6'5".
He's 6'5". No. Love a bigger guard.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool trade. Not really, but it's all right. It is what it is. Yeah.
Well, the second news that came out this last week was very closely following the NBA Finals. We got news from Adam Silver of the Ja Morant suspension.
Yeah, the situation that was happening there.
25 games.
Well, 25 games, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I really don't know. I don't really know if I have an opinion on this, to be honest, because I don't... Is it too much? Is it too... I don't know. Is it? Honestly, I couldn't... Because realistically, he never did anything with the weapon. And, like, if he's legally... Like, if he's licensed or whatever state he's in, whatever, he's legally able to carry a gun. I mean, I see why the NBA is doing this, because they want to hold the image, whatever. But at the end of the day, he didn't hurt any... You know what I'm saying? He didn't use the weapon. I understand it's a negative connotation because he's flashing the gun and, but...
I think...
I just don't know. I really don't know.
I feel like they could have gone more, but I'm not one of those people who's, like, super, like, strong on the feeling of it. Like, I could have gone either way about it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just think it's more of it's been adding up for a long time. There's been a lot of incidents last season with Ja and going into the off season. And when you think of young stars right now, it's Ja is like the staple.
The forefront, for sure, of young talent in the league.
And for new viewers and stuff like that, like younger kids seeing that, I don't know.
That's why I get it from the NBA. So I completely get why Adam Silver had to, do what he had to do, because at the end of the day, he has a business to uphold and an image to uphold. So
yeah, if I was in his position, I probably would have gone a little bit more. I don't know, maybe like All-Star break.
Yeah.
Just before the All-Star break, somewhere around there.
How many games that is?
I think it's a lot, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, because All-Star break is that's...
I think of like halfway through the season is more where
like
my
mind's
going.
Yeah.
Like half of the season at least, because this is not something that a young player should be doing, and with so many different incidences, this has been just an ongoing thing for Ja, and it needs to be rectified quite soon if things.
And I hope he does. I really hope he does get everything figured out. And I remember seeing something that like he unfollowed one of his friends on Instagram, so like maybe he's going in the right. Because I saw a lot of people saying that he's just not around the right friend, and if I don't know if I think we did talk about this before, but like your friend should realize, if you're friends with John Morant, you should realize the opportunity that he has, and be like, hey, this is what I do in my life. That's what you do in your life. We can still be boys, but we're just going to be a little bit more separated now because the things I do in my life interfere with what you do in your life. And as a friend of yours, you would think that your friend would say, hey, man, oh, yeah, I completely understand that. You're doing your own thing. You're trying to build generational wealth for you and your family. So it was a real friend. There shouldn't be a problem. Josh should be able to sit. I mean, honestly, his friend should have came to him and be like, hey, man, whatever. We can figure this out. But I don't know. I'm not a friend of, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. I remember people talking about that. Maybe he's not hanging out with the right people. And, I mean, who you hang out with is who you are. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just a strange situation. And I hope he just learns from it and realizes, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, but I hope he will realize the opportunity that he has.
Yeah. Not
could be squandering that,
0.0001% of people have the chance to.
And to his extent, too, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with his shoes. I know he lost the Powerade deal, but I don't know if, like, his shoes will get released. Because they were supposed to, and all this came out, so let's, like. He's on a shoe deal. Like, what else? I can only imagine the other things that he lost out on the
possible future opportunities and shit like that.
Just because of this. But at the end of the day, I wish Ja the best because he's a great player. Seems like a good dude. Just made a bad decision. People make bad decisions, and people can learn and grow from that. And he's still a young man, so he said he has time to grow. So, yeah,
agreed.
Want the best for John Morant. So, shout out, bro. Hope he gets his shit figured out. Just to keep it on the kind of off-court issues, gonna talk about his draft classmate, Zion Williamson being horny. What is going on? What is going? He announces that he's having a baby with his I don't know, his girl, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think it's his girl.
Dating.
I would hope so. It was a whole Instagram announcement or whatever. And then one of his side hoes comes out and says, and we don't really care about her because it's obviously she's just clout hungry and trying to whatever. But like seeing the text of Zion's and I want to fly you out. Is this much money okay for this month? Like,
there's no reason to get all this on social media.
I don't know why it had. It's because she wanted attention. I understand that, but I don't think she could have went a different route.
Yeah,
I feel.
If it was this big of an issue,
if it was that big of a deal, you would have talked to Zion himself and been like, "Hey, let's figure this out off social media." But obviously, people are clout demons, so understandable. It's just a very strange situation.
Yeah, I am not that up to date on it. I think that day, like, I was out doing something, and then I was like, oh, Zion's trending, that's interesting, and then didn't look at it until later that night, and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I feel like the more, because, you see the headlines, and then the more you get into it, you're like, oh. And I'm scrolling on Twitter more, and I'm like, oh. It's just, it's very, very, very strange.
Yeah, too much going on.
And then me and John were talking at the gym, like, was he really hurt during that? Was he?
Yeah, who really knows?
Because he said, his mental state was, I don't know, I just can't play basketball right now, I'm just not ready,
Mm-hmm.
But was he just horny off the court and just didn't want to play basketball and was just... paying for I don't know, because that's what it looked like. He was flying people out and just doing whatever. And
I mean, even if this side person of Zion was just going for the clout, it still brings into question how serious Zion is with this, and
for sure,
how truthful is he as a player and a person. You know, again, like I said, this person may have been looking for clout, but it still just does bring into question.
Yeah, his character and where his values are and such. And I also saw a thing that he has no relationship with any Pelicans players.
That's
like nothing. So it's like, was this off court getting in the way of that? Obviously, we don't know.
Yeah.
Will we ever know? I don't know. I would like to find out, but is that the problem, or is it a multitude of things that are happening, and then he just I don't know.
And I think you said earlier about the Charlotte wanting to move the BI when they want Zion. I think it's very reasonable, because if Zion, and we were also talking about this.
Yeah, we were talking.
We had a very deep basketball discussion at the gym of if Zion is looking for a big market to, I don't know, be able to do the flashy big things that he wants to do.
He wants to live a certain life, for sure.
And he's not getting it in New Orleans.
No, he's not.
Why would anyone in Charlotte think he's going to find it in Charlotte?
He's going to flourish in Charlotte.
I would rather go to New Orleans. They got Mardi Gras and shit. They got Bourbon Street shit like that.
I'd rather be in New Orleans than Charlotte, personally. Yeah. But,
I think it's a
weird situation.
Just going back on the draft thing, I think it is pretty reasonable for Charlotte to.
Yeah, at this point, everything that comes out, I know for a fact that Brandon Ingram is dedicated to his craft and damn good when he's there and available. So, and like everybody says, the best ability is availability, and Zion has showed that bro cannot stay on the court.
No.
And until if he ever will, I don't know if he ever will. It just kind of sucks, because I don't know. Zion's like the same age as us. I remember like seeing him at Duke and like just dominating. Really think I feel like damn near everybody felt this way, but he was going to be the new face of the league, and then he get fat, and then he's just not playing, and then this comes out, he's just super horny all the time, and that's fine. But when it's fucking up with basketball and everything.
And what seems, I don't know if it's, I'm sure it has to have a strain on the actual family life of him and his girl with the baby coming through and shit like that. The way,
and then it's just unneeded stress that Zion, you could have been pretty easily avoided. It could have been avoided, man. I don't know. You should realize but we should have known this when he was at Duke and he was flirting with that white girl on the damn, and she was ugly. I'm sorry, that girl was ugly. She was not a good looking person.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
I don't know. He was like, she was saying like, "Hey, big head." He's like, "I have a big head," or something. So just look up Zion, Duke, white girl. I don't know. Yeah. There's the one picture. Yeah. I forget what it says. But like, it's something. There's a full picture of it.
Oh, she's actually from UNC.
Okay, shout out her.
I have a big head. Come something with me. Sleep with me.
Yeah.
It's a very blurry photo.
But that was back in when he was at Duke. So
yeah, full picture. Zion.
Adam Silver announces Zion will have to wear a chastity cage for the 2023-2024 season.
If I'm a Pelicans owner,
I had to put him on a leash.
It's crossing my mind.
I might have to put him on a leash.
What if he's into that?
Oh God! And you feed into it, and he's more into it.
Yeah, you're making it like that 10 would just times make it worse.
Oh no, that would not be good. But yeah, we should have known that this was in the works.
But while we were peripherally on the subject of Charlotte, we can kind of bring up the fact
Yeah, a little.
Michael Jordan is not a majority owner anymore.
Sold his I saw that he made like a stupid amount of money on what he bought it for and what he sold it for.
Yeah, because the sports teams in general, their just market share is crazy.
Yeah, but he got in. He definitely got in at a good point. For sure. I forget the exact stats and what he sold it for, but I definitely saw it on Twitter. But
Michael Jordan Hornets.
Michael Morgan
Profit. Michael Jordan paid $275 million for the team in 2010, and the franchise is now. Well, he paid that much, and I think they pay 1 point. Yeah, they paid $2 million for it, I think, or $2 billion.
I was gonna say $2 billion.
So, like 1 point.
So he made I think it was something crazy.
He made over $1 billion.
He made a billy.
Which is crazy. I'm kind of sad he's walking away. I wish he would have. I know it's not a great team to be the owner of.
No, it definitely isn't. But I don't know. Yeah, he bought it for $275, sold it for $3 billion.
I would want to see him just be like the best of both.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. Yeah, it's like some movie shit.
Because if he was, I don't know. Yeah, like you go 6-0, and then I don't know. I don't know. That would have been cool. And I feel like Charlotte. I know Charlotte isn't a good team, but with the second pick, you got a lot of. I don't know. You got a lot of upside for this team, and maybe he knows something that we don't.
Yeah.
And he's getting out before it gets real bad. Maybe he knows. Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe the Hornets trade the second pick for some crazy ass or something.
DeAndre.
Something that would be. You know what I'm saying? But what if they make a crazy move the next couple of years? I wouldn't be surprised. That's the reason why Berg left.
Would not be surprised.
Yeah.
What's next phase?
Mike Dunleavy becoming the Warriors GM.
The Warriors.
Bob Myers.
He retired.
Steppeth down.
I remember watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play some basketball for a little bit. Yeah, new owner. It's exciting.
Yeah. Maybe a new age for the Warriors. Obviously, their guys are phasing out, but
that means Draymond's 100%.
Draymond's gone. Draymond's either to the Lakers. He wants to play with Bron so bad, so I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever.
I mean, it's going to be extremely hard, if not almost impossible, to beat what the Warriors did.
And what Bob Myers, you know what I'm saying? What they did, for the time being, but
you can only hope to try.
You can only hope.
See what you got.
There's only so many Steph Currys in the world, and there's only so many times where you can get a disgruntled superstar like Kevin Durant to sign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of things had to fall in place for that Warriors dynasty to really take over. So, obviously, Mike Dunleavy Jr. is stepping into some big shoes. Don't think he'll be able to fill them. But
no. But
shout out him for getting the job.
It's a lot to ask of anyone.
It's a lot. So I really hope he does have quite a long leash.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
that'd be cool.
Yeah. But, shout out, bro. I guess ending out, we can talk about Father Fred opting out.
Yeah, Father Fred, I've seen he is, was it a player option or something he had? Like $20 million that he declined.
Nah, I don't want that free $20 million.
Unrestricted free agent.
He said, I'm going to go get a bag somewhere else.
Yeah, I've seen, I don't know.
I've seen him linked to a lot of different teams, but I don't know if it's, what's real. And
Clippers, Sixers.
Any team that kind of needs a serviceable guard is kind of in the runnings for him. I just don't know.
He's a great average player.
Yeah,
if you need just like one or two more things to fall your way for a real title run.
If he wants to take a major pay cut and go play for the Suns, the Suns could use him.
He was talking to Beal. He's like, all right, you're going to give me some of that money you have.
Hey, you're going to give me something? And then
I'll sign for the vet man. We win a chip.
You give me the little residuals, and we'll be okay. We'll be fine.
A little bit of that jersey sale.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, guarantee Bradley Beal's jersey sales are gonna. Yeah, you guys haven't already, buy Bradley Beal jersey stock if you can, because that shit is gonna skyrocket now. Because bro's actually on a big market team playing with some superstars.
Big market players.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, Father Fred. Not sure what he's gonna.
Yeah, no.
Where he's going to end up, but somewhere. I'm excited to see where, but we'll figure that out eventually. And yeah, I just wanted to end it off on legendary player.
Yes.
Lou Williams calls it a career.
Sixers legend.
Pretty sure it was 17 seasons.
Yeah, it was. Bro played forever.
Bro played quite a long time.
Had some very valuable minutes on some very big teams. Big Clippers.
Drafted out of high school.
Hawks.
17 seasons.
Sixers. 6-man awards. Very decorated
3
career.
6-man awards, and apparently he scored more points off the bench than any other player in NBA history.
Wow.
That's coming from Ball is Life Twitter, so if Ball of Life is wrong, that's them.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Well, I would not have guessed. No, I don't think I would have guessed that. If it was asked, if that question was asked to me, I don't think I would have answered Lou Williams.
I don't know who I would have thought.
Maybe like Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford would have been. Lou Will would have been in one of my guesses. Best 6-man. He's definitely up there for 6-man of the year. I think when you think of just a spark off the bench, that is Lou Will.
Yeah.
Just a fun, flashy dude. Yeah. Just a great dude.
They could come off the bench and cook you for 30 if
literally
they needed him to. He really had that ability.
Was quite. I don't know what I was going to say there. Quite literally a spark plug. That's what I was going to say. Quite literally a fire.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say there.
Lou Will's a fireman.
That's not what I wanted to say.
I think it is.
I don't know what I was going to say there, honestly. I'm not really sure what I was going with fire. Firecracker, maybe I was going to say.
Probably.
He was a firecracker off the bench, spark plug. That's what I was going to say.
He's not white.
Well, you know what I mean.
We're firecrackers.
Yeah, I know we are. Yeah, I know.
Alright. Anything else, Fast?
No, that's really all.
Amazing comedy.
That's really it. Yeah, no, Johnny is a good joke. The right and the line right.
I'm on fire tonight.
Literally, John's
no
on
one can
fire.
stop me.
John's on fire.
Firecracker.
Yeah, I think that's it. John is literally a firecracker tonight. Yeah, I think that's basically everything other than Katie giving high praise for Beal. And like I said at the beginning episode, or we could say Bradley Beal chose Phoenix over the Heat, Bucks, and the Kings.
Bad. Pick the worst option out of the...
Well, free ring. Oh yeah, for sure. But like realistically, all those teams, other than I'd probably say the Heat, have like a good future.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the Heat are doing now. I don't know what you really do.
Who knows? They'll make an Eastern Conference final.
They're gonna
next year.
do something. They'll find a couple more undrafted guys, and Spo will coach them, and it'll be crazy.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler will just get significantly more ass every round for some reason.
No, he'll get
it'll be opposite. It'll be opposite next season.
Yeah, he'll get He'll get increasingly better in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs.
And
he'll be dropping 50 every game.
Bro's
but
averaging
every
45.
Finals game, he's getting like 7
ass.
points, 6 points.
So he's great all of the playoffs. Then versus the Nuggets again in the rematch, and they actually get swept this time because
against
Jimmy
the
Butler.
Pelicans.
Okay, yeah, you can say that.
Pelicans, Clippers, Western Conference Finals.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Your favorite team.
Yeah, because the Clippers are definitely going to stay healthy. When they re-sign Chris Paul. Watch it. Chris Paul's going back to the Clippers.
No, I saw some reports on that.
Yeah, but like
they were looking to trade him.
Yeah, but we're already basically re-signing Russ on a small deal. I saw that. So I'm okay with that. If Russ comes back on a couple mil deal, I'm completely okay with that. He played pretty well, I would say, for the Clippers.
I'd rather have Russ than Chris Paul at this point.
At this point, Russ has shown that he's still somewhat athletic. I mean, I did see Chris Paul throwing down some dunks at I think it was Shaq's house.
Oh,
because Shaq just has a whole fucking facility at his house. Shaq.
Yeah, when you think of the best place to showcase your skill, it's like the NBA,
like the game,
college,
like maybe some like
Shaq's house.
Yeah, Shaq's house. The summer, the summer circuit, stuff like that.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah, but he still could jump. He still had some type.
Yeah, those were his last 2 jumps. Yeah, those were his last jumps he could ever do.
All he had. He has negative vert now.
He's gonna fall through the floor.
Yeah.
Next time, anytime he tries to jump, he's just gonna sink.
But I saw something that he said that I have a few more seasons of basketball.
Okay.
Maybe overseas.
Yeah.
Go play with Dwight.
So did Udonis Haslem. He was on the bench for a little bit.
Go play with Dwight. I know Dwight's been recruiting you, Chris. I know he has been. The pick and roll you got. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. I think that's all, though. I think that's all, guys.
Thank you for listening. Watch out for the next video.
Just keep a lookout. And if y'all made it this far,
enjoy the draft.
Yeah, enjoy the draft.
But yeah, enjoy our draft video more.
Yeah, enjoy it first and then enjoy the draft, obviously.
Hot take. Imani Bates first pick overall.
Ooh.
Yep. 100%.
I can't think of any draft player right now that isn't in lottery contention.
Sixers are going to trade Joel and Tyrese Maxey for the first overall pick and get Victor Wembanyama.
Nice. Get Wemby on the team.
Yep. And then we win every game.
We win every game because Victor's, and he doesn't get hurt once. He plays all 82 games.
Yep. Averages 30 points, 15 boards.
This is going to be a 30-point triple-double.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. MVP.
Which isn't even that crazy now. Jokic will just drop that.
It's not. It's a very... Honestly, if you're not dropping a triple-double, what are you doing on the court? You're a big man and can't assist? Really? Have you seen Jokic? That's what I thought, bud. Maybe learn how to pass the fucking ball. Maybe get eyes.
Just go.
It looks pretty simple the way he's doing it. He just... and they're just there. Like, the player is just... I don't know. They're just there.
It's materialized out of nowhere.
Literally, it doesn't make any sense. They're just there. They'll just... I don't know. They have some beautiful plays. Beautiful ball movement. But, yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you, guys. Bye.